I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is a Halloween episode here of the Colby Rebel Show. We've got a little bit of a new set. I hope you like it. Working on bringing the experience home to you. Tonight is going to be a really, really fun episode as I have some videos of some spirit activities, from orbs to showing spirit around to even going back to a reading that we did on air last week and how that spirit really showed he was right. Anyhow, so we have a few things to talk about. Today, I was so excited. I was on the Kevin and Bean show on the K-Rock, and that was this morning, and it was really, really fun to take callers on air and do all of that fun stuff. So we had a really, really great time, and you'll have to catch it. I'll post it, but you can always go on the radio.com and listen to it there to the app that the Kevin and Bean show have on it. But we had a great time. I really loved it, and it was really, really fun. Great way to kick off this Halloween. And also, so a couple things coming up this Sunday is our Sunday service in Los Angeles. So if you haven't signed up, please come out and join us. Grab your ticket and sit with us. We do medium readings. We have a talk of the day, and it's really, really fun, not to be missed, okay? So make sure you try to do that. Join in with us, and be a part of our LA community with Spirit. We are going to take calls tonight on air, so call us at 323-992-3115. 323-992-3115, and that's the number to call in. And like I said, we're going to take some callers on air. And what else do I have coming up? Oh, I have the Spirit Circle coming up. This is in Los Angeles, but if you're a developing medium and want to exercise and hone your gifts, come out and join us. It's a nice intermediate, advanced level class, and we do a lot of exercises. They're very interactive. People enjoy it. They get to learn. If you are not in LA, make sure you visit my website, colbyrebel.com, and you will see online classes. Those are really great. You just kind of watch it in the convenience of your home. They're nice little pre-recorded webcasts that are done and really have so much information packed in them for the price. So you don't want to miss out on that. And lots of exciting things coming up. I can't wait to share some things coming out with you. But you know what? Lots of callers in queue today, so that's going to be exciting, and that's going to be a lot of fun. But a couple things, we have some videos. So I had a couple people reach out and say, Colby, this happened in my place. I'm not sure what's going on. And I thought it would be really great to kind of see, what is happening, and if we can look at it, and if we could kind of take apart to see what is going on, right? Because a lot of us, the thing is, it's not necessarily about you having a conversation with spirit directly. Sometimes they'll flicker the lights in your house. You may see an orb. And so an orb, what is an orb? Orb is energy. Okay. Basically, I love an orb because it really is the energy of spirit. And so it shows you and there's, rapid things that happen. There's an, like a iridescentness about it that you will see, and you'll know it's an orb. A lot of times your iPhone camera will give you a green light showing like an orb when it's not really. So you have to really look for the haze that's around the orb, and you'll just know. And I'm a big fan. Here's the deal. I'm a big fan. If you see something and you feel that's your loved one, trust it. Don't let anyone be a naysayer on that. If you know or feel your loved one is with you and around you, own that with confidence, because the fact that you're recognizing it is the fact that they are around. Okay. I'll tell you a really crazy story. This was incredible. So there's a client that I did a reading with, and I had the complete honor. It was her and her soon-to-be husband at that time last year, and they both came in for a reading, and it was for him, but it was really just beautiful. And he has transitioned. He earned his wings, and so his wife booked a reading for herself, and it was so crazy. So just like a day or two before the reading, in my bathroom at home, I have a vanity of lights. You know how you have that above your sink, right? The left foremost bulb just blew out, but I knew it was spirit. Like, I just was like, oh, that's interesting. It's spirit. I didn't really connect to who it was. I just recognized that it was spirit, and I let it go. But I also thought it was very, very cool and very exciting. Wow. This client does her session, and it comes in. I says, oh, he's playing with the lights, flickering lights, or lights are going out. And she goes, oh my goodness, Colby, in the bathroom, the vanity lights, the foremost left light blew out. And I said, this is crazy. I was like, so listen, dude, all right, stop blowing out everybody's lights, okay? Especially just the messenger. But what a sign. Like, they're so intelligent. He made sure the light was blown out in my place so that I would recognize to notice, say, lights to her, and that she would know it. So, again, you have to look at what are the odds of things. The same place, the restroom, the same left bulb. It's, those things, we could chalk it off to coincidence, but I doubt it. I really believe it's things like that where we do have to trust that is spirit around us. Let's see. So let us kind of take a call, right. So how about, let's look at an orb. Okay. So, and I'll have Tony play it a couple times. You sound good, Tony? And let's play that a couple times, and we have to play it from the beginning. I want you to notice it because it is very quick. These orbs don't sit there and dangle around, right? They're very, very quick. So, Tony, go ahead and play that for everyone. Okay? And there you go, everybody. Look at the top right corner. It comes off of a mantle. Go ahead. If you can, just play it again. There we go. We're going to play it again. There you go. Do you guys see that? Do you see how that literally comes out of nowhere and there's an energy around it? That's definitely an orb. I'm going to ask Tony to play it one more time because, you can miss it so easily. But it's fascinating to me. There we go. Look at that. Watch. There you go. It's literally, can you see? Because it's out of nowhere and then it appears. Now, here's the great thing about this. This was a security camera. This wasn't someone purposely trying to capture the orb. This was a security camera. What's super funny, I just get a kick out of this because, it's the loved ones, right? It's mom and dad. It's them hanging out. And it's them being a little mischievous at night. Right? It's like, when you have kids and it's Christmas Eve and they all start to kind of get out to shake what's under the tree. It's like the orbs are doing the same thing, right? The house is ours. Let's go play. And that's clearly what it is. I do believe we are lucky enough to have that caller on air, number 4, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can get the owner of this house on air with us. Hey there, this is Colby Rebel. Is this Joe or Tina?
Hey, Colby, it's Joe.
Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
I'm doing great tonight, Colby. How you doing?
Oh, amazing. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you also.
And I really do want to thank you for sharing this incredible video. This is spectacular. What a gift to your wife. Now, this really, there's a picture of her mom and dad on that mantle, right, where that orb is coming from. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. It's kind of funny because when I first woke up that morning, it was the 25th, and it was just Tina and I in the house that night sleeping.
Yeah.
And I get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to get up for work. But anyway, I checked the security cameras to see what's going on, and I heard a really weird sound on one of the cameras out in the Florida room, and I didn't pay much attention to it. And then I saw this on the kitchen camera. I'm going, what is this? And I kept replaying it, and didn't think nothing of it. And I was trying to figure out what it was. And I started making breakfast around 4 a.m., and Tina she had gotten up, and I happened to be in the kitchen, like I said, making breakfast. I was looking at the shelf in the kitchen. I'm going, wow, that's where that orb came from. That's her mom's picture. It's her mom and her stepfather.
Yeah.
And it kind of like jumped out of the picture.
Yeah, and was the anniversary of her mother's passing. Isn't that correct?
Well, what was funny, what's strange is I saw that, and I told Tina about it, and I had chills for some reason just up the left side of my arm. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I had the hair sticking up on my arm, what have you. Mm-hmm. And I went to work, and several hours later, she texted me at work. She goes, Joe, do you realize today's Mom's birthday?
Oh, see that? Look at that. And everybody at home. We're playing the video. We're looping it around for everyone at home. But, so she recognized it was the birthday. But what a gift, right? How incredible is that?
I mean, it's unbelievable because Tina got these cameras for the house. We have cameras outside, inside, what have you. And it's like, hey, do we really need these cameras inside the house? And, she's like, oh, I just want to have them for security. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And what's really strange is the following night, on Saturday, I went down to my cabin down in the Pine Barrens and spent the night. And Tina had gone to bed around, I want to say 11:15 in the evening. And she shut off the kitchen lights and went to bed.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes, there was another orb jumped off of that picture again and came across the room.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes after she went to bed, I'm like, Tina, your mom knew you were alone. It was just you and the dog. And she just went in there to tuck you into bed.
That's it. I'm telling you, I think it's fantastic. It's that's the intelligence. They know. They're like, okay, the coast is clear.
I mean, there's no other explanation.
No.
I just don't have it.
No, and so the idea too, I just want to validate. So the chills going up your left arm, right? Now, for some people, it could be their right arm, the back of their neck, wherever. But those chills, I always look at like applause or excitement from spirit. Like, oh, you're getting it. Oh, you've got it. Yes, you're saying it. And so it really is that. Thank you from them for acknowledging it. So in a moment, there was that connection of an aha moment. And that's her saying, yes, that's me. So I do love it. And I love that she's choosing to come forward. And, I love it just because, it definitely shows that how much she's around and how much she's choosing to be with her daughter and around her daughter. And maybe just that sense of feeling at home there,
Right.
Yeah. So I just want to thank you so much for sharing it and for coming on tonight. And, I'm sure the trick-or-treaters are jealous that you're spending time with me.
Not many on the street, but...
But thank you.
No, thank you for talking to me. And believe me, it's been a pleasure talking to you all the time. And... we know Mom's here.
Oh, without a doubt. I don't know what else you would need for her to make her presence known.
Exactly.
She's probably going, oh, these darn cameras are now catching me.
Yeah, she's being watched.
Lots of love to you. Lots of love to Tina. And thank you again for sharing. I really do appreciate it. I know our listeners appreciate it. And you have a wonderful night.
You too, Colby. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, this is incredible. So what is going on and what's phenomenal is how spirit works, right? And these mysterious ways. So our next video, which again is so crazy and wonderful, this is a little bit different. Now, I was lucky enough that our next listener sent me 2 videos, but the one was a little too long for us to play to really get it. So I'm going to show you the one that does work, and then I'll explain what the other video was about. But I got to tell you, I saw this thing and I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Like, you got to be kidding me. There's no strings attached, literally. So let's try to play that if we can. And let's see if that works for the listeners. Leaf. I'm sorry. Leaf. Let us look. Watch this leaf. Watch. See how it's just dangling right around it. Look at this.
Don't you dare!
She doesn't have a string on it. She's nothing. It's just dangling right there. It's just right around her. Boom. Just hovering. Do you see how it's hovering, everyone? It's really spirit. The next video really shows. Now, look, here's what's interesting. And I'll check with her to make sure I'm right on this. But even the other video she sent, it's higher up, so it's kind of falling from the sky, but you can clearly see it. But this thing is really like attaching itself to her. Do you see that? But you'll see it move. It literally moves all around. So... And you see she's got a dog with her. Now, I'm going to double check because I do believe that the dog, I'm so grateful that she's on air with us, but the dog transitioned today. I'm going to make sure that it's the same dog. But let's take this caller on air. This is Dawn. It is 216, number 12. Hey, Dawn, are you on the air with us?
I sure am.
Oh, my goodness, girl. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Colby?
I am so good. Listen, I just want to send out my love to you. Losing a fur baby from the physical, I know personally it's extremely difficult, and I'm so grateful that you called us. I have a question. In the video, is that the dog that transitioned? Is that right?
No, it's not. No, that's not the one. This is that was a 2-year-old beagle just making trouble.
Okay, got it.
The other one was like our 15-year-old pup.
The old one, the older one. Okay. What I find fascinating about this, because again, you did send that other video that shows the leaf really kind of coming down from the sky and all around. So for anyone, you would know that there's literally no strings attached to this. And maybe what I could do is somehow put that in the comments, later for people to see. But
okay.
What is or Tony, maybe you can pull it from my messages. You'll see it in the messages, and maybe we could try to play a little bit of it. It's in my personal right there, and go. Let's see if it's go there and go. It's from. Oh, it's not there, honey. It's from. You can't see my messages, right? That's okay. Never mind. I'll put it in the comments, everybody. It was a little too long to really play on air. But what I love about this, Dawn, I definitely get the sense that this is someone watching over you or being very protective, Okay. I do feel like, who is the feet? Is that you or your daughter? Who is that?
No, that's me.
Okay. There's your lovely little toes there. Thank you for sharing them with us.
I went out there like in the cold, but because I wanted to grab my camera and just picture this, and I didn't care if I had shoes on or not.
Isn't it crazy? I do feel it. Now, I definitely feel a female presence around it. So, were you connecting to anyone as it was happening, or were you unsure what was happening?
Well, I was hoping it was my mom.
It is, yes, it is.
Lost when I was 11.
Yes, I got to tell you, what's interesting is this is her, like, I have to tell you, again, I believe it goes back to the dog today, because this just happened not too long ago. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So I believe the fact that she was hovering around was literally she's hovering around.
I know.
I know. So
chasing me.
believe she's hovering around. I believe that the leaves represented change, which is why she's chosen the leaves, right? Represented the change in the falling. And I also believe that it was there hovering to give you support for this transition today. Right? To kind of say,
I thought so.
you need a little love, you need a little hug. I'm going to give this to you. Now, I do feel like with Mom, there's a bit, Mom, do you mind if I go into Mom a little bit, Dawn? Is that okay?
Oh, you go. No, I mean, you go right ahead.
Okay, because I do feel like with Mom, there's some ups and downs with her. Do you understand that? Like, I feel like from what you may remember, we have ups and downs, like maybe even like mood changes, uncertainty about certain things. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I also know now can I just ask though, the passing I'm curious, is there prescription drugs involved with the passing, or do you know that or not know that?
No, there wasn't. Should I just tell you, or?
Yeah, well, I feel go ahead.
Or no, I mean, I don't know what you want me to.
Do you know if she was taking prescription at the time of her passing?
She might have been.
Okay.
But she was found hung in our basement.
Okay, because what I feel like, let me just share with what I get. I get that there is prescription around. I get that there's either medication or needing to be on medication that wasn't quite there for her or available to her. Do you understand that? And
oh, definitely. It was 1971.
Yeah, see, I just feel like but I feel like the help she needed wasn't there. I see her kind of, like I said, I see her being very caring and nurturing at certain times, and then I see her kind of withdrawing at other times or kind of being quiet, you know? So I see a little bit of this back and forth with her, you know? And then also... Do you remember, I know you're so young, honey, when she passes, but do you remember any alcohol with her, or do you remember that at all, or do you not know?
Well, the whole thing was, what the police found was 2 alcoholic drinks downstairs at the time of her passing, and they thought it was my father's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that was drinking. There was barely any alcohol in her.
Yeah. Because it gives me there gives me a bit of a feeling. I mean, I just feel. I don't know. It makes me feel. I wonder, did they check her system for anything? I only say this because I almost feel like she's a little incapacitated at the time of the passing.
Well, he had another wife that died like that.
Okay. Yeah, you see what I can't,
I think someone's piggybacking.
I can't wag a finger exactly, but you see what I'm saying, right? You see that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I do feel, again, I believe if technology was a little different then and we had certain things and forensics, I think we would be having a little bit of a different conversation, or maybe a little bit of a different scenario. Do you understand? And so
absolutely.
I just feel like... To me, I do not feel that this was intentional on her behalf. So there's other factors leading up to this. There's something else going on here, okay? And I'm sure you know that, and you guys have suspected that. But I also keep feeling like she's saying, listen, what you do need to know is that I'm okay. What you do need to know is I'm around you. And what you do need to know is that I'm giving you support. I believe she's got this dog with her already. I think she would have loved animals.
Yeah.
I believe she would have loved animals, so she just loves taking care of this guy, okay?
Yeah.
Now, is there one last thing here, Dawn? What month are we in? We're in October. I keep being drawn. Okay, that's quick. November, December. Do we have someone's birthday, anniversary, or passing?
My mom's.
See?
My mom's birthday is November 9th.
You see that? You see how she's making her presence known? And so
yeah,
I just want you to know that she's around you and she's with you and she's giving this to you. Yes. Dawn, do you happen to know a Nancy? I know Nancy just came out of nowhere. Is there an N name or a Nancy connected in the living or in spirit?
I'd have to think about that. I can't right now. I can't think of one.
I know I'm catching you off guard. Or did you call your grandmother Nana, Nancy or Nana? Is there anything like that?
Well, I called her Gammy.
Okay, that's not it. Nope. I feel like I want you to just think about the name Nancy to see if it's yes.
You know what?
What?
She had her grandmother, they called her Nana.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
I had to think.
That's okay. She's letting us know that she is with the loved ones. She's with them on the other side. She's just kind of giving us a sense of care. I got to tell you, too, though, we'd have to watch the other video. I do think she nagged you a little bit about putting some shoes on your feet, but... So
I was always doing that when I was young.
Did she? You see, she's still like watching over you. So I just want to leave that with you. And again, Dawn, I want to thank you so much for. I know this was a difficult day for you, but I do appreciate you calling in. The lights just flickered in here. The lights just flickered, everybody. Oh my gosh! See
really?
that? Yeah, I'm not.
God.
Joke. No joke. I think Tony's gonna run out of here. The engineer. Anyhow, Dawn, thank you. You know what it is? I tell you what, I bet you it's the spirit of the next caller, and there's something significant. Dawn, thank you very, very much. I want you to have a beautiful day, and lots of love to you, okay?
Okay, Colby. Thank you so much.
What so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So our light just blew out completely now. This is so crazy because so you know what's happening, let me tell you, is because I brought up the first spirit, right? Remember I told you the story of the husband that transitioned and he blew out the left vanity bulb. And so I know that that's him saying hello, but I also know it's an introduction to our last caller for the videos that we have because it's fascinating. The last one. So last week on the show, we had a caller, Jennifer, and you guys may recall this, but her husband passed away, okay? And I said, now this is different than the first husband I was telling you about at the top of the hour, okay? So this is a second husband. So that's why these husbands are like tag teaming. They're like, you buddy, you go. Your turn. So what's fascinating about this, when she was on and we mentioned it was his birthday and he knew that they were going to have a celebration and sing happy birthday, I said, well, he's going to show you a light. There's something about a light or near the candle. I think you're going to have to blow out the candle, but there is something there to it, right? And so what's crazy about that, she sent me a video. Now, I believe technically, if I'm going to be technical about it, I believe it may be a little bug in there because I feel like I see wings, but it doesn't even matter. So it could be an orb. I don't want to completely dismiss it. But even if it is the bug, it doesn't even matter because the fact that it was literally caught on film as they're singing a happy birthday and it is right around that candle, then it goes right up to the photo. It goes right up to his photo. So I know he made this happen. And that's the key about this. That's the intelligence of the spirit. And also, just as a word to the wise, this is sometimes how spirit will show you certain things, okay? That they'll give you a sign or a symbol, but it may not be exactly as you thought it would be. And that's why you have to expand that awareness to kind of say, oh, wait a second, maybe it's this piece or maybe it's that piece, okay? So we have Jennifer on the air with us on the line. Let's see if we can get her to kind of call in again. Jennifer, are you there, sweetheart?
Hello.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Good. How are you, Colby?
Good. So now, is this not crazy about this video and this light that is right around the candle?
Yes, I literally have goosebumps and the hair on my neck is standing up as we speak. Yes.
And if you listen to the previous caller, what did I say goosebumps and chills were? That is your loved one giving you, yes, you're getting it. We're talking about it. Excitement, right? So right. I know that. So Tony is going to playing it, right, Tony? Look, everybody, look at this. Look at it right. So I don't care I don't, look at this thing right up by the light, And I think it will end. Keep playing it, Tony, all the way to the end for everyone. Because if I'm not mistaken, it goes right, look at it, goes right up to that photo. This to me, I cannot. I can't even speak. I mean, how incredible. Because he told us he was going to do that. Are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm watching the video too. Yes, I just don't believe it. It just amazes me every time I watch it. And I always look at it. I've watched it about 100 times, and I keep saying it looks like it's in the shape of a heart.
It is, and
as well.
It is just beautiful. But I think it's like, I'm telling you, he's like, I told you, I'm right by the candle. I'm right by the candle, and I'm going to go over to the photo to tell you it's me, so that you connect the dots. And that is unbelievable. I am just so, it's wonderful because he gives it to us, and we say it, and we're like, oh. Okay, let's hope we're right. And the fact that it was so, he couldn't have been more spot on with what he was going to give you. And so
absolutely,
I do love it. I know he's wishing you lots of love. And I know that he just is so excited that you are seeing him, feeling him around. And I want you to keep embracing it, okay?
Thank you so much. Can I say one funny thing that happened the very next day?
Yes, of course.
I was sitting on my couch. And I made a memorial for him, and it's in a shadow box.
Yeah.
And it's a Jack Daniels bottle, and then a little Jack Daniels flask, because that was his drink of choice, rum and Coke.
Yes.
And so I had put a little of his ashes in the flask, and then I put the little bottle next to it. Anyways, right after he passed away, I found a nickel and a penny that were the year of his birth.
Wow.
In very random places. So I set them up on the memorial, and the next day after his birthday, I was sitting on the couch on my phone, and the nickel just flew off onto the ground.
Wow.
And and then a little bit later, when I was picking up our youngest daughter from school, my middle daughter called and said it happened to her.
Wow. See that?
It was crazy. Yeah.
And the other thing, too, I'll tell you, on my way to the studio, so this is weird because, again, this isn't something I would normally recognize. But on my way to the studio this afternoon, I'm on the freeway. And I am not joking. There was a huge, semi-truck, and it was a Jack Daniels truck. And normally I was thinking, I was like, I don't even know why I was drawn to it. Well, now I know. But I just find
that is so.
It's him saying,
again.
Yeah, see? It's him going, yeah, it's me. That's me.
Oh, my gosh. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to hear you say that. I've been missing him so much, and it's just been really hard. And
well, he is with you, and he's around you, and I just want you to feel that and know that, and lots of love to you, okay? Lots of love.
Thank you, Colby.
Yeah, I do think it's just so incredible. So thank you again. Lots of love to everyone, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Colby. I'll be watching you always.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. You have a good night. Happy Halloween.
You too. Happy Halloween to you as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So, I wanted to really show these because, we talk about things, we show signs, and but the fact that, all three of these videos kind of came in at once, and I didn't ask for them. So I knew this episode, especially for Halloween, we had to dedicate it to the spirit world and literally what they're giving us and how they're trying to give it to us. But, we have a few more minutes here. So why don't we take some callers on air? And a couple things here. Just make sure all those external noises are off, okay? Put that phone up to the ear, speakerphone, and it doesn't work. We want that real clear channel here, if you don't mind. I know it's Halloween, so if you still have trick-or-treaters, run into a room, shut all the lights off so they think you're not giving them candy. Just send it to me. All right, here we go. How about number 9, 262? Hey, 262, you are on the air. Who is this?
Hey, Colby.
Hi there.
Noelle.
Hi, Noelle, honey. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. What can I do for you tonight?
Colby, I'm just kind of at a crossroads, and I'm just kind of wondering if you could give me some direction as to what direction I'm going.
Yeah, so if I tune in, Noelle, I don't. Would it make sense though? I got to give you the feelings I'm getting, and then let's sort them out. Sound good?
Okay.
Are you feeling
Yep.
like a little? I don't know if defeated is the right word, but I feel like a little let down. I don't. It's a feeling of like I thought it would be more clear by now. Something like that. Does that make sense to you? Like I thought it would be more obvious, or this would be easier. Something like that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's a part of you that is struggling a little bit. Now, this is with the spiritual work as well. Is that correct? Or like maybe the abundance of it, or going into it full force, or something like that. Does that resonate?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Just, and this is an interesting part of it, because I hate to say it, but I feel like this is still maybe a part of you hemming and hawing. Is it okay if I call you out on air?
Yeah, you can, no problem.
I think that there's still a part where maybe, I don't know if it's because of where you live, that you're not feeling like you can fully come out of your spiritual closet, or maybe because of your regular job, because you're still working a regular job. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
see,
yeah.
I feel, are you a teacher too? Is that right? Or?
I work at a school, yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like there's a part of you that is holding on to what other people are going to think of me if they really know. And so it's like you've got one big toe in the water, but you're not going to jump in. And so what happens is, the abundance will come, but it's really after you own it. Like you got to own it to your full capacity. And it really takes moving outside of your fear box to do it. So maybe that's practicing it more, because I also feel like maybe you're not practicing it enough. And I would take either some practicing where you're doing it in front of other people, or standing up in front of a group, anything like that, where it gives you an opportunity to be completely uncomfortable. Because I feel like you got to be uncomfortable. I think you're fine in your little one-on-one readings, right? Because it's private. It's just you and the person. It's our little secret. We don't have to tell anyone.
You're right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
But the minute you got to kind of put it out in front of everyone and share it, that's where you start to panic. And so I would, that's just kind of where I see it going. I do know Spirit's with you. I know they're around you. I know that they want to work with you. But I also know that the quote unquote success level. And here's the thing. I think if you were super happy with this balance, you wouldn't be calling in. I believe that you want more, and I believe Spirit wants more of you.
Yeah.
But this is it. I believe it's up to you, and maybe stop being quite so analytical about everything. It's really like I can see this whole I can see this whole analytical side working even. And so I feel like those are the roadblocks, and maybe now it comes up to you to kind of figure out, how to remove them, or who do you get to help you remove them, something like that, okay?
Okay.
But I know Spirit's around you, so you got to do it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Lots of love to you, honey.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Colby. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. How about number 19, 815? Hey, 815, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Tia.
Hi, Tia. How you doing?
I am doing good. I was wondering if I could try to talk to my mom.
Oh, yes, sweetheart. Yes. Here's what's interesting. Now, what I feel like from Mom, I'm curious. Did you happen to call in on the Kevin and Bean show today, or did you not do that?
No.
Okay. I keep feeling like she's been around you. So I feel like you've been feeling her pushing you, or feeling her kind of, pushing you. Nudging you. Does that make sense? Like I see her nudging you, so I feel like she's nudging you.
Yeah.
And she gives me the sense where it doesn't feel like to me this has been too long since she's passed. Is that right? Are we in the first couple years, like 2 years?
No, she's been gone since '04.
It still makes me 222. Is there a connection to the month of February, like a birthday or a celebration or something connected to February?
Mm-mm.
There's gotta be, Tia.
Because she passed in January when it comes to her, and as far as family, there's nobody that's born in February. We're all March and October and December.
Okay. What I want you to do is think about either the February or the number 2, like the second of the month, or I don't know. There has to be something. She keeps bringing me to February, so I'm going to leave that with you. It has to be a celebration or an anniversary. And it doesn't have to be her passing. It could be somebody else's passing, but I keep getting a connection around it. So I got to go with her on it. So maybe just when you're not on the call and under pressure, just think about it. And if it connects, leave it in the comments, okay? But I got to tell you, even though it's been a while since she's passed, I still feel like you have a hard time with this passing. Like, you still miss her. Like, because I feel like, you had been really close. So I feel like it's not, I just still feel like you're gone, Mom, I need to talk to you. I still feel like that comes up for you. And I still feel like there's no one like her. Like, I feel like you did have such a unique and special bond with her that I don't feel like there's somebody else in your life that you've been able to have that same connection with. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And she gives me a sense, I feel like, sweetheart, you've been going through a little bit of struggle lately too. Is that right? Like you've been having some struggles as well, because she steps in kind of saying, listen, I'm here for you. You need to know I'm here. You can talk to me. So maybe things are not feeling quite as flowy as they could be in your life. Do you resonate with that?
Very much so.
Okay. Are you struggling do you mind, Tia, are you struggling with like happiness at the moment too? Not feeling super happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she gives me the feeling of letting you know that she's with you. Because I can kind of see it. I can see you having a little trouble with some relationships and work, and there's a couple things in here, and I feel like you're kind of at your wit's end with it, But she keeps giving it to me. She keeps showing me that she's around you, okay? Now, the one thing, too, I don't know if you happen to connect to a bird or hummingbird with her, but she keeps showing me a hummingbird, like a bird. So I keep feeling like she's saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, do you have a connection to a bird with her? Or do you recognize, like when you see birds, it's her?
Sometimes it's cardinal, but I bought her a hummingbird before she passed away. It's a Christmas ornament.
You see that? There you go. You see that? So it's her recognizing and letting you know that she's around. Okay, honey? And I also feel like she's ill before she passes, or that you're there caring for her, taking care of her as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a little bit of a hard one, because it feels like this was not the... It feels like she was sick for a while, because I see you there day in, day out, almost like not leaving her side.
Exactly. None of us did.
And I feel like she keeps giving me... Now, does she have another daughter, or you have a sister? Is that right?
I have 2 sisters.
Got it. Okay. Because she's acknowledging the other daughters, okay? She's acknowledging that. Mm-hmm. She's also acknowledging her friskiness. So I think she'd have a little friskiness about her as well. Does that make sense?
Not for her. I see my sister, yes.
Okay. Is there a pickiness around food? Is that your sister or your mom? Like someone's real finicky.
My sister.
Okay, got it. So this is, again, mom acknowledging at least one of those sisters, right?
Yep.
Now, Tia, there's, again, I don't know. I'll just leave this with you if it doesn't connect right now. But Barbara, or a B name, Bev, Barbara, and again, that could be a middle name, Betty, something like that. Does that ring a bell for anyone in the family, living or in spirit, off the bat for you?
She used to have a really close friend named Barb.
Okay, got it. Now, Barb is also in the spirit world, or because she's acknowledging Barb?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I won't put her there if you don't know. She definitely is acknowledging Barb and kind of loving that thing. Your mom is very nuts and bolts, though. I don't really feel like she gives me a sense that it's the simple things that made her happy. And I feel like knowing that she could call on her girls to be there for her also made her feel happy. And then also, see, isn't a ruby? What month is ruby? Or a red ring? Garnet.
That's July.
And that's July. Garnet is February as well, right? There's got to be a red stone.
No, that's amethyst.
Oh.
January.
January. Yeah, because she keeps showing me a ruby ring, but I feel like did one of the other sisters get that, or do you know if somebody else has it?
I think my sister Cassie has it because she has most of her jewelry.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's tell Kathy to just share the wealth. Okay. Let's split it up. But I also feel like Mom is letting you know that she's been listening to you. So maybe just continue to talk to her. Maybe keep sharing, what you're going through with her. Even though you're not sure she's listening, she's definitely listening. She's definitely letting us know that she's with you and around you. Okay, Tia?
Okay.
It's almost like keep your chin up, honey. She keeps saying like, stay strong, stay strong. I know this is like super hard. Like, you're having some trouble with relationships too, right? Is that right?
Relationships and health, yes.
Yeah, because I keep feeling like she's wanting, maybe it's about finding, I just feel like maybe it's about finding a little more support for you. Like, you're going to need a little more help, honey. And I know you're a little fussy about that or a little independent. You don't like asking for help, but your mom your mom says tough. So, see, I told you, she is feisty. I'm telling you, if you think about it, I know she is because she's saying tough. You tell her she needs this, and you tell her I'm telling her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
I want you to get some help. You're going to need some support because I believe that there is some medical stuff that's going to leave you a little not able to care for yourself for a bit of time, okay? And so...
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, whether or not my cancer's back or not. That's where the health thing is. So
okay.
That's the next step.
All right. Just, stay on top of it, but you got to do what's needed to make sure you're being cared for, okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
All right.
I thank you, Colby, for everything. And you have an awesome Halloween, and thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Tia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. That is the end of the show. Gosh, it really felt like it went by so quick tonight, and I do hope you enjoyed, and it is trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All the videos are there. You can even catch the Coffee with Colby, and stay tuned here every Thursday night, 5 p.m. So happy to be here, be with you. Lots of love, everybody. Have a great night.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.